Hello students, now we are here for our next lecture on the next chapter, that is the chapter name is tissue. In this lecture we are studying about the meristematic tissue of plant actually. So here your science classes. Now we are start our lecture. So students, now we are starts about tissue. Tissue is a group of similar or dissimilar cells. जैसा कि हम हमारे प्रीवियस वीडियो के अंदर हम स्टडी कर चुके हैं कि सेल इज द स्ट्रक्चरल एंड फंक्शनल यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ. नाउ वी आर डिस्कस ऑन दिस लेक्चर that is the group of cells, that is tissue. It may be similar cells group or it may be dissimilar cells of groups, but which perform a similar function is known as tissue. In plant and animal, different types of tissue are present, which we will discuss in this chapter. So student, first of all we are discuss about the plant tissue. These are the kind of the tissue which present in plant body is known as plant tissue. They are of different types which discuss here. Plant tissue type, that is first type is meristematic tissue and the other type is permanent tissue. Now this meristematic tissue is again divided, that is primary meristem and secondary meristem. The primary meristem again divide into apical primary meristem and intercalary primary meristem, and secondary meristem divide again into only one type, that is lateral secondary meristem. Now the permanent tissue, it also divided into different types. The first type is simple permanent tissue and the other type is complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue is again divided into different types, that is parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, and the complex permanent tissue is also divided, that is xylem and phloem. So friends, this is the complete structure of types of plant tissue which we will discuss in this lecture. So first of all, this is the, you can say, sketch of classification of plant tissue. Now we discuss the first type of plant tissue, that is meristematic tissue. So it is the type of tissue, you can say it is a kind of tissue which have ever dividing cells, means such cells which continuously divide and form new cell. ये जो सेल्स हैं ये continuously divide करके हर बार नई तरह की सेल बनाती हैं, and these new cells lose the capacity to divide and become permanent and form the part of plant. It is mainly of two types which we discuss in our sketch. The first type is primary meristematic tissue and the second is secondary meristematic tissue. Now the first we will discuss, that is primary meristematic tissue. So it is the type of meristematic tissue which is present in plant from their embryonic stage or seed stage, which meristem, such type of meristem is known as primary meristem. So students, it is the type of meristem which is present in plant from embryonic stage, means जब प्लांट नहीं था, सीड के अंदर एक एम्ब्रियो के अंदर था या एक एम्ब्रियो के जैसा था सीड, उस दौरान जो मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू प्रेजेंट होते हैं, ऐसे मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू को प्राइमरी मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू बोलते हैं, क्योंकि ये उसके प्लांट के बनने से पहले से ही उसका पार्ट होते हैं। सेकेंडरी मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू फिर क्या हुए, वो टिश्यू दैट इज जो बाद में बनते हैं प्लांट के। तो here is the definition: it is the type of meristematic tissue which develops during the later life stages of plant or after germination of plant. Okay friends, you can say germination of seed into plants. Now the types of primary meristem we discuss that primary meristematic tissue is of two types on the basis of their position, which we are already seen in the sketch. That is, first is apical meristem and the second is intercalary meristem. So first is apical meristem. As the name indicated, apicals means the meristem which is present over the tip of plant. So there is the diagram. That is the tip, both sided tips, that is lower one and the upper one. The green part represent the part which is present above to the soil, that is shoot system, and the root part which is below the soil. Shoot is the actually part which is above to the soil. It included the stem, leaves, flower, etc. All the things are come under to the shoot, and other the part which is present inside the soil is known as root. So here's the tip part you are seeing over there in the diagram, that is shoot apical meristem, that is which is present in the tip of shoot, and the lower one is root apical meristem which is present on the tip of root. There is another vascular cambium. Actually vascular cambium is the part of lateral meristem which we will discuss further in this lecture. तो देखिए एपिकल मेरिस्टम, व्हाट इज एपिकल मेरिस्टम? इट इज प्रेजेंट ऑन द टिप ऑफ रूट एज वेल एज शूट. शूट क्या है? स्टेम एंड अदर पार्ट. What is the helpful of this apical meristem? Is this apical meristem helpful in increasing the length of plant? ये दोनों तरफ डिवाइड करेगा, रूट की भी लेंथ को बढ़ाएगा और साथ के साथ शूट की लेंथ को भी बढ़ाता है. It also helpful in the formation of new leaves. जो भी नई लीफ बनती हैं वो सारी की सारी एपिकल मेरिस्टम की ही सेल से फॉर्म होती हैं. Now the next part is intercalary meristem. So this is the part of intercalary. So students, you are seeing here that is internode part. Internode part and the internode, two internode combines this part is node. So intercalary is the type of meristematic tissue which is present on internode near to node. In this picture you are seeing over properly, that is नोड के पास इंटरकैलरी मेरिस्टम होता है. सो दिस इज द डेफिनेशन. इट इज प्रेजेंट ऑन इंटरनोड नियर टू नोड्स कंडीशन. जो ये लाइन दिखा रहा है जहां दो इंटरनोड कंबाइन करते हैं आपस में, दैट इज नोड is known as intercalary meristem. What is the function? It increases the length of internodes. Now the types of secondary meristematic tissue. Only one type which we already discussed, that is lateral type. Secondary meristem tissue is of only one type on the basis of their position. Lateral meristem. Now we are discussed that is what is lateral meristem. This is the picture of lateral meristem. We are already know about apical meristem which is present on the tip of plant. Intercalary meristem which is present on internode. Now the lateral meristem which form present on the lateral side of the plant. On the lower side you are seeing over there, but this form a ring like structure which is shown in the diagram. Particularly this represent only lateral meristem. It is a type of meristem tissue which develops in the later stages of life. It present on the lateral side of the plant as shown in diagram. It is how it is formed actually. It formed from permanent tissue after again converting into the meristematic tissue, and it again start dividing and form new cell. मीन्स जो प्राइमरी मेरिस्टेम डिवाइड करके जो सेल्स को बनाता है वो दोबारा से खुद को मॉडिफाई करके चेंज ला करके परमानेंट होने के बाद खुद ब खुद दोबारा से डिवाइड करने लगती है। तो उस वजह से जो है लेटरल मेरिस्टेम का फॉर्मेशन होता है। एंड इट इज हेल्पफुल इन इंक्रीजिंग द गर्थ ऑफ प्लांट, मतलब ये प्लांट की मोटाई को इंक्रीज करता है। So friend, thank you. In this chapter we are discuss only this one, and the next part we will discuss our next video. So for the next video please subscribe the channel. Have a good day. Thank you.